Welcome back. You're still tuned into ET now, and we were discussing the contours of the India-EU FTA deal. And as I mentioned, one sector which is likely to be positively impacted is the textile sector. And to decode that in further detail, we are now joined by Mr. Rajinder Gupta, Chairman Emeritus at Trident Group. Mr. Gupta, afternoon, and thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET now. First up, if you can take us through your thoughts on what this entire deal means for the Indian textile export sector. Do you think it will open up big opportunities for the Indian textile sector?
Thank you very much for joining me on the call. First of all, I must compliment and my biggest thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister and the Commerce Minister for making this happen, which really looks to be a dream. And secondly, to answer your question, I mean, there's no doubt that the opportunities for the Indian textiles, especially in home textiles, are going to be immense. Recently, in the home textile fair in Frankfurt, we all were very, very confident. I think this is going to open up more opportunities in all the European countries, and there's a big scope and demand. Well, it might take for the Indian companies to gear up to manage that, the supply chain, and of course, the building the confidence and working on a new opportunities available to them.
Understood. Mr. Gupta, if you can take us through the timeline. I believe the deal itself will take some time to fructify and to come into effect. And I was reading some reports which suggested that it is likely to come into effect in January 2027. If you can put the spotlight on the timeline and when you think the textile sector will start benefiting on account of this deal?
Well, I think that's true. All the deals take a while because they have to go for a lot of legal qualifications and some kinds of reading between the lines. As you all know, that we are very confident that the UK might happen in May or June, or even earlier than that. And if this takes, and by the end of this year, so by the time you really start building your relationship, start working on the orders, start making your new infrastructure ready in terms of marketing team, in terms of your networking. I think also all Indian companies, especially like us, will take next 6 to 7 months to prepare ourselves to being able to qualify and being able to build the complete supply line. But the talks on the demand, talks on the designs, talks on the availability, the negotiations going to take very effectively now onwards. So even you see the good part is that the shipment and the order will take the 6 months of the supply line that could be going to help us all.
Likely to take at least a year in order for the entire deal to fructify. Mr. Gupta, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET now. But Prime